For the modern business owner, marketing often feels like an exhausting dilemma. You are running inside an endless cycle of chasing likes from strangers and burning energy on vanity metrics without making any real forward progress. Hours go into creating posts or forcing yourself to perform trends, yet the bottom line of the business remains stagnant. The daily effort is immense, but it yields almost no long-term equity. We can test your current strategy with one question. If you completely stopped posting today and went dark for 2 weeks, would your target audience still know exactly what you do? For most people, the answer is no. Each piece of content acts as a one-time performance that vanishes into the digital void almost the second you hit publish. The persistent fatigue points toward a structural void. Without a systemic architecture, any amount of effort simply dissipates rather than building upon itself. Effort alone does not create business value. To escape the treadmill, your daily marketing routine must pass a 3-part structural test to become a compounding asset. The first requirement is system design. Every machine needs a singular, tightly defined objective to function at peak capacity. In war marketing, we define effectiveness through clarity. We look for booked meetings and eager clients, tangible signs that the message is being understood, rather than just tracking general traffic from strangers. The one-sentence rule serves as the ultimate diagnostic for your messaging. If someone cannot describe exactly what you do in a single sentence, the strategy is likely too heavy and complex to stick. Vague promises like helping small businesses are difficult to remember and even harder to share. You gain more traction by being consistently associated with a highly specific problem and its solution. A clear, specific message provides the audience with something they can repeat. This precision acts as the catalyst for organic referral growth. Once the message is clear, we turn to system mechanics, how that message is processed and distributed across your network. Most marketing follows a linear path. You put in the work to get an initial engagement, and the effort immediately drops off into a void after the transaction is over. The follow-up loop fixes this structural flaw. By bending the output path backward, one conversation fuels future visibility and trust, creating a self-feeding engine. This loop relies on repetition over innovation. Staying on brand and choosing to redress your most engaging messages allows the audience to actually remember what you stand for. You take one piece of core content and turn it into a video, a podcast, or a flyer. You are using the same message to feed the loop multiple times. This intentional repetition is what finally cements your core message in the mind of your audience. True efficiency comes from doing less on purpose. When existing efforts are structured to compound, the system begins to produce results without requiring you to start from scratch every morning. The final test is system maintenance, which addresses the human element required to power the architecture. Fun is a critical requirement for scalability. A system that relies on exhausting noise or high-pressure tactics will eventually lead to burnout and collapse. Narrowing your focus allows for natural, pressure-free conversations. You are simply meeting your audience where they already have a need for your specific solutions. If you do not enjoy the routine, the system loses its sustainable fuel source. The compounding loop only works if you are willing to keep the engine running. When clarity, follow-up loops, and sustainability interlock, the friction of daily marketing dissipates. These pillars work together to turn linear effort into a rotating engine. This creates a new operational reality. Marketing stops being a daily chore requiring you to reinvent the wheel. You are doing less, but working with a repeatable structure that gains momentum over time. Engineering this 3-part architecture turns exhausting daily tasks into a self-sustaining asset. The business grows through a repeatable structure that remains active even when you walk away.